So this action behind me is the riders preparing for the last leg of the X Fighters World Tour, and they're expecting a crowd of close to 11,000 people here on Cockatoo Island. Let's go and check out what the event is all about. Well, I'm here with Tez Sool, who's the sport director for Red Bull. Tez, this is the first time the event's been held in Australia. How long have you been planning it?
Well, we've actually been planning this for probably about 3 years now, wanting to come to Sydney, but obviously getting the logistics right and finding the perfect spot has taken us quite a while. And one of the most entertaining things is for the past 2 years, there's actually been a Facebook page of people trying to persuade us to come here. So to all the people out there and the fans on Facebook, we finally made it. We've been building this thing now for over 2 weeks because not only is it hard just to move dirt anywhere, but here the logistics of putting dirt on an island means that every single truck had to come by barge, so it slowed the process down quite a lot. But we've got our crew in here, they've done a great job, and they've sculpted this thing so well.
Danny, welcome to Australia.
Thank you.
What do you think about the course out there?
The course is really good, not too big. I think it's a little difficult because there are, I think, three jumps in the dirt to there, and I think it's difficult, but it's funny.
This course is good. It's pretty tight, It's not much area out there for the jumps and stuff, but it's a perfect location, Sydney, got the Harbour Bridge in the background. It's just going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to go out and ride.
It looks cool. Man, I knew I was going to get here and it wasn't going to be that bad until I showed up, and then it was going to really make me want to ride. But we haven't had any good wall rides like that all year, especially 2 curved ones, and just a good solid double-double, to and fro. It's just a good competition course, so I want to ride it.
When you look around, you understand the venue is so special and so perfect, and the theme is really cool because the theme here of it being an old penal colony, and we have these guys, they're going to come out, and they're going to come out as convicts, and they're going to ride this this tournament of mechanical horses. So it actually plays it. We like having a theme behind these events, and this one works perfectly.
The city in the background, I think the harbor's going to be filled with boats watching.
This is my first time here in Australia. I'm very happy here.
2009, I crashed on the Red Bull X Fighters doing the double backflip and got seriously hurt, so I want to come back out here this year and land that. So it's my number 1 goal at the moment.
From what I've ridden on Krusty Tour in Australia, Aussies are rowdy and they love dirt bikes, so I think it'll be a really good show.
The Seagulls have actually been dive bombing us on a daily basis, but it's their island normally. We're just borrowing it for a couple of weeks, so we're prepared for it, but over the past few days they've actually quietened down, so I think they're getting used to us.
The worst one was in Madrid in 2009 at Red Bull X Fighters. Crashed on the double backflip and was in a coma for a week. Lacerated my liver, broke my shoulder, cheekbone. There's a lot of crazy stuff that happened. I only basically just survived, so it sort of makes me even hungry. Wants me to come back and land the trick.
Breaking my femur was the most painful. Don't do that. That one hurts.
Many injury in motocross, supercross, and in freestyle, and I think it's really good when we have an injury.
It would take a pretty good injury to just not physically leave me unable to ride, but to just scare me out of it. I've had some big ones and I haven't quit yet, so I'm just keeping my fingers crossed and trusting in God.
Concentration is the best thing that you can do before the event, because if you think in other thing, I think that is really good for ride. It's scary, but I like when I ride with my motorbike and when I do the trick.
Dad rode bikes when he was younger, and I got a bike when I was 5 years old, and I've basically been riding bikes ever since then. Then my career sort of switched to freestyle about 6 years ago, and been on the Krusty Tour and the Nitro Circus Tour, and it's all taken off since.
My dad, who got me into it, he still rides and races, and he's a madman. So I got my dad to thank for getting me into dirt bikes, and I loved it. It was what I wanted since I was, before I could say that's a dirt bike, I knew that's what I wanted with my life. So it was just kind of one of those things. I guess I just lucky that I found it at a young age. I feel lucky.
Australia is actually the preeminent freestyle motocross country in the world now. There are more top performing Australian riders than I think from any other country, including the States, which used to be, the States was king back in the day, but everything's been kind of just gestating down here. It's like some species locked away on an island. I think it's a bit like Jurassic Park or something.
Freestyle riders, I get to meet up with all their heroes, I guess. You know, got all the best riders around the world, so they could see me in public, and hopefully one day they'll be standing here with me.
We've just managed to deliver all this to this one small island in the middle of Sydney Harbour, and that's the most amazing thing. When you go from what this was as the raw product when we first saw it, and I was here a few months ago in the rain standing on this island, and when I got off that boat the other day when I flew in and saw what had been achieved here, it's spectacular. It's going to be an amazing event. If this is a success, we hope the Australian team wants us to come back just on a continuous basis, because it's a great fan base. They absolutely love freestyle motocross, and we all really like Australia because the people are friendly, the weather's generally beautiful, and it's just a place. It's kind of unlike any other. And like I say, I think because freestyle is so popular and is growing so much here, we need to keep it going and encourage it.
So along with the 6,500 tonnes of dirt it's taken to create this course, this event brings excitement to Sydney Harbour that we've never seen before. If you get the opportunity to see the X-Fighters in competition anywhere in the world, we recommend you do so. These guys are amazing.